Hello and welcome back to Coming to Canada. This video talks about all the documents you will need during the express entry process from start to finish. Please pay attention to all the items listed. You can pause the video to take notes if you wish. The documents you need include documents for your profile. What do you need before you create a profile to be placed in the pool of candidates? Documents for your application for permanent residence. After you have been selected and an invitation to apply was sent to you, what do you need? Other documents. Additional documents you may need depending on your situation. First, documents for your profile. You don't need to upload documents to submit a profile, but you may need information from some or all of these documents. Number 1. A passport or travel document. Number 2. Language test results. Number 3. Proof of Canadian education, or an educational credential assessment report for immigration purposes, if you're applying through the Federal Skilled Workers Program, or you want to get points for the education you got outside Canada. Number 4. Provincial nomination, if you have one. Number 5. A written job offer from an employer in Canada, if you have one. Proof of work experience, certificate of qualification in a trade occupation issued by a Canadian province or territory, if you have one. Number 6. Proof of funds. Second, documents for your application for permanent residence. If Immigration and Citizenship Canada invites you to apply, you'll need to upload copies of the documents you used for your profile. Most applicants will also need to upload the following: police certificates, medical exams, proof of funds, birth certificate. This is required if you're declaring dependent children. Use of a representative form. This is required if you've hired a representative. Common law union form. Required if you've declared your marital status as common law. Marriage certificate. Required if you've declared your marital status as married. Divorce certificate and legal separation agreement. Required if you've declared your marital status as divorced. Death certificate. Required if you've declared your marital status as widowed. Adoption certificate. Required when a dependent child is listed as adopted. There are also other forms to fill. The application for permanent residence comes as a specific package for each country. Every package has a document checklist that is a very handy tool to use to make sure you don't miss any document. Make good use of it. At last, other documents. You only need to submit these if they were included in your personalized document checklist. Your application may not be refused or rejected if you don't submit these documents. They're only used to check if you meet the requirements of the program you're applying for. Proof of relationship to a relative in Canada. Digital photos to confirm your identity. Other name to confirm aliases. Authority to release personal information to a designated individual form. Any other documents that you feel are relevant to your application. For this last item, I would advise you to not limit yourself. As long as it is not detrimental and helps the immigration agent to better understand your file, edit the document. An example may be a note to explain why there is a gap between one work experience and the other within the same company. You may have been called back after your maternity leave. It wasn't expected as the initial contract had ended and your employer did not make it clear that it was extended to after your leave. Leave it to the agent to decide if it adds weight to the application or not. The only rule is it should not contradict or disprove anything else on the file, so be very careful. We've come to the end of the video. Like, comment and subscribe so you don't miss the next ones. You can also share massively to help others. Always check the official website of the Government of Canada for new updates on programs. Happy immigration!